going to show you how I do a puppy restraint. Now, it's very important that you don't do this with an adult dog, especially a dog that's scared or aggressive, because you could go too fast, too quickly, and there is the potential for scaring the dog or making the dog bite you. So it's really important to teach the puppy to be restrained, because as an adult, if the dog has to go to the vet and needs to be restrained for shots or has an injury, and you have to restrain your dog while they're getting medical care, it's really important that the dog finds it calm and relaxing rather than very scary in the moment that he needs to be restrained. So the way that I like to teach this behavior is in small steps, small successful steps, so you're not scaring the puppy anytime along the way.
Step 1. Build calm confidence when touched on different parts of the body.
First, you're just working on touching your puppy, and using a calm marker and calm treat delivery. So what do I mean by that? Well, you're bringing the treats to the puppy very slowly, and you want to also start training when the puppy's sleepy and not very excited. So you touch the puppy, and then you give the puppy a treat. Awesome. Good job. So you want to do it when your puppy's laying down, but also standing up. Because what can happen is if they're standing up and you reach and try to touch your puppy, and they back away, get it. And you know you're going too far too quickly.
Make the game easier if your puppy gets overexcited, mouths your hand, or backs away. If you have a shy puppy, check out my video, Handling Shyness. And if you have a mouthy puppy, check out my video on how to stop your puppy mouthing and biting. Move on to step 2 once your puppy is comfortable with being touched.
Good job.
Step 2. Restrain and reinforce. I like to lure the puppy between my legs and then put my hand against the puppy's chest. Mark and feed. This way, if your puppy doesn't like your hand on his chest, he can back up. Once he's successful, you can sit down and restrain your puppy. In the beginning, you want to use a high rates of reinforcement, so you mark and feed immediately as you begin restraining your puppy and every few seconds. Don't mark if your puppy starts whining or struggling. Instead, walk away from your puppy and see if your puppy wants to join you. Then work on the exercise in step 1. Step 3. Increase duration and use calm massage. Increase the amount of time between when you mark and feed. You can use calm massage as well as breathing deeply and sighing to help calm your puppy down. Step 4. Vary how you restrain the puppy.
You want to vary the restraint. So restrain your dog in a sit, restrain your dog while standing, restrain your dog while you're cradling him, and see if you can restrain your dog upside down. Most dogs hate being upside down, but it's necessary for them to be restrained upside down in certain circumstances. At the vet, for example, and for grooming, it's really nice if your dog is comfortable upside down so you can see what's going on the underside of them. I'm going to lift her up, and mark as I lift, and then feed. Now, if she finds it very aversive, I can simply start just squeezing her, while her feet are still on the ground. Good. Well done. Good job. So good. Good job. Good job. So when I laid her like this, she didn't like it at all. I'm just going to let her get up. If at any point your puppy panics or gets overexcited, I suggest taking it back a step to just touching, yep, and feeding, so your dog is confident and happy to have your hands on him.
Step 5. Add distractions.
Once your puppy is really relaxed and calm with being restrained, when there are no distractions, you can start to add distractions. So for example, if you're in the park and you were holding your puppy and you saw a squirrel or another dog, you might want to escape you and run towards the dog, and that would make him frustrated. So I'm going to put a little distraction of treats down here, yep, and then I'm going to say yep, and feed my dog for understanding the concept of yep, you can't get those treats right now because I'm holding you. Now if your puppy struggles and squirms, you can put the treats further away or use a distraction that's less exciting. So maybe there's some kibble far away and you're feeding your dog hot dogs or cheese. Yep, for having the impulse control to not just squirm to go and get what he wants. So this is a great exercise for dogs that are impulsive and they can't control their impulses. The idea is that you want your dog to understand that the best place to be is here, being restrained with you. Yep. Ready? Okay. And then you can release your dog to go and get the treats. Go get him. Go on. Yeah, right there.
Step 6. Add grooming and handling. First, handle and groom your puppy in the way you will when he's restrained. If he doesn't like it when he's loose and backs away, then don't move on to restraining him and doing the same exercises.
Yep. Yep. Good girl. Yep.
It may take many training sessions to get to this point. This golden doodle puppy used to be very mouthy and bitey when restrained, until the family members worked hard on handling and restraint, and you can see their efforts have paid off.
If you want to know more about puppy training, I have some free videos on a playlist here on YouTube, specifically on training puppies. I also have a membership program on my website, dogmatics.com, called Weekly Puppy Insights, where I follow my training with this little puppy Wish, and it's just begun as of January 30th, and each week for 20 weeks I show my insights into training this little pup. So if you're interested in that, go check it out on my website.